Hey, what's up, peeps? This your boy at No More Gang Stalking. Like I said, I had some trouble with my iPad, so I couldn't download some videos. My phone had, well, not my phone, but my iPad had ran out of power, and I didn't have no way to charge it up. And I was offline for a few days. But what I have noticed was that you know, we see how dug in a lot of these perps are, right? A lot of them know who they're working for. A lot of them know that this is an informant program, right? So we know that there's a lot of informants within this community, right? A whole bunch of them, right? And some probably been flipped into informants, right? And my thing is, it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous to have, these type of people among you, right? Because if they can do one thing, they can do a whole bunch of other things, man. They dangerous, man, and they need to, what I'm saying? If they can't repent and look at their ways and change their ways, man, then they're dangerous, man. You can't do one thing and then go to another one and then try to be a whole different thing. It don't work like that, right? You have to be purified, man. You have to be purified because you become a risk to anything and everything. You become a risk to organizations. You become a risk to the leadership of the organization. You become a danger to all that, right? And I rather have 5 people that's solid than 100 that's fucking flaky and informants and have no souls, no morals, no nothing, right? And this is the type of world that we live in, right? We gotta have, in order for things to move, you gotta have solid people, man. Solid people that that have morals, that know where they stand, man. And can't be moved, right? And can't be moved by disinformation and all this, right? And this is the type of world that we live in, right? It is, man. And and a lot of people, man, instead of being corrected, instead of trying to correct their ways, man, they will fight against it, right? They will fight against, knowing that they was informants or knowing that they was doing something for the enemy, right? You can't work with the enemy, man, and then act like shit is all right. It don't work like that, right? What do people do in the dark, right? Think of all the people in jail for murder, right? Or the people in jail for murder, when they committed the murder, what was the one thing that they was thinking, right? That they get away with it, right? I mean, if people can do stuff in the dark that they never think they'd be exposed, then a lot of people will do it if they think they'll never be exposed for it, right? Right? If they think it'll never face the day of light, right? "Oh, I can get away with this, right? I can take some money to do this. I can do that, right?" I mean, you shouldn't, if people can pay you to come up against people that that you should, be protecting and, you should be looking out for, right? Then, they need to take a hard look at themselves, man. For real, man. If strangers can come up to you and tell you about people that people that that you should be in solidarity with, in agreement with, then man, these are some dark times, right? And people need to know this, right? People in the city need to know this, right? Because you can be around one of these people, right, that will help set your ass up to be in jail and help set you up for failure, right? You think you're around solid people, but you're around people that's helping to set you up for failure. And this is what has infiltrated the communities, not just in Oakland, but across this country, man. Across this country. And we need to really be aware of that, man. On the outside, people can do a lot, show a lot, man, but what's in their heart, man? What's in their heart? What do they really stand for? What are they really about? Right? That's what matters, man. People will get dug in. They will make themselves so useful, right? But they pose risk and dangers, man, to a whole bunch, right? And a lot of people need to, man, you know, they need to get on the right side of history, man. You know, they need to deal with them demons, man. You know. And that's why I was talking about narcissists, man, because narcissists are people that's like that, man. Narcissists are people who don't take ownership, man, who want to be seen, man, but they have no substance, man. They empty boxes, man, you know. You know, they think about themselves. You know, and then we have a whole community of people that's thinking about themselves, man. They don't even think of, you know what I'm saying, if they can do this to one of us, they can do this to all of us, right? You know? You know, justice for everybody, right? And, you know, justice for those who've been, you know, killed by police aggression, you know. But, man, we need to move a step further than just marching for people that's already been killed and dead, man. You know, what about the living, man? What about those who are being prosecuted while persecuted while they living? What about them? You know, and we need to really know how much influence these law enforcement have over the community and the people, man. You know, to where people can't even speak out against injustice, man. Yeah, this your boy at No More Gang Stalking, man. You know, I got things to do. You know, I got a few things I need to do today. Gang Stalk by the numbers, get at me. And yeah, man, you know, I'm gonna be out, you know what I'm saying, passing out information and doing what I need to do because COINTELPRO needs to be ended. Peace, your boy at No More Gang Stalking, man.